Welcome back. Today's Sunday, the 12th of April, and we are joined by Syed Mohammed Marandi, who is in Islamabad, where the negotiations are taking place between the United States and Iran to try to transition from the ceasefire to an actual peace agreement. Could you share with us how the negotiations are going?
Well, the negotiations have collapsed, and as I think most Iranians expected, the United States was behaving as it usually does. In other words, with arrogance and without any regard for sovereignty and for the independence of nations. Trump regime has basically attempted to dictate terms to the Iranian people. And obviously, that is something that is unacceptable. They failed during 40 days of war, and they cannot win at the negotiating table, meaning forcing Iran to lose. And we're seeing the United States turning into an openly extremist regime, where even the media now is calling for the murder of the negotiators, Washington Post, and Western elites, think tankers, and others are naming naming others as targets, which is not going to have any impact on the way in which Iran conducts itself. It's only exposing the United States and the empire even further. So we are on our way back, and we'll have to see what happens.
Yeah, I saw the same article in the Washington Post, and this rhetoric coming from leaders that is the best way to put pressure on Iran to accept America's terms is to essentially threaten to kill all the negotiators and the people are there in Tehran, as well as the political leadership. This is quite a thuggish language. But do you know why, or at what area did the negotiations run into an end? Because what I understand is, well, from what I understood, there was 3 rounds and they all broke down. And Vance made some comments that Iran failed to meet America's demands. Where was the most difficult point to make a deal?
Well, the United States simply does not accept Iranian sovereignty. Iran's nuclear program is legitimate, legal within the framework of international law. And the United States wants capitulation. The United States wants control over the Strait of Hormuz. And there are a host of different issues. The point is that the United States was not serious at all. In fact, from the beginning, when we were on our way here, the belief was that this is probably a ploy to have more information about the whereabouts of different people. But the Iranians felt that even if the negotiations have no use, it is important for the Iranian people and for the people across the world to see that the Islamic Republic is engaging in that it is seeking solutions, because the same Washington Post that is calling for the murder of our delegation would also say, if we did not come to Islamabad, that the Iranians do not want a solution. So I think the negotiators, Dr. Vandibal, the Speaker of Parliament, made the right move. But my opinion, and I said so before, and so have others, that my opinion was that these negotiations will be nowhere. And I think those who've been following me yesterday at the media center on the sidelines of the negotiations saw that I was highly skeptical. But in any case, I think the chances for renewed aggression are very high. We see that the Israeli regime is slaughtering innocents in Lebanon and in Gaza every day. And the Western media and Western governments are looking away because, of course, they support these genocidal attacks. And I think that quite probable that a renewed assault on the Iranian people will begin in the not so distant future.